Alrighty, time for Duelist Kingdom action to end this week. This Friday, as Yugi is taking on none other than Pegasus himself. Rivals from Duelist Kingdom. They were the very last match, of which in the anime, of course we all know Yugi got the best of Pegasus. However, given the strength of the two decks, Pegasus is very capable of beating Yugi. Yugi as well as Pegasus, so they should actually be fairly evenly matched. All depends on the luck of the draw and who plays their cards right. So Yugi started off with Gaia, he's got Magic Jammer there. He's got Komori Dragon, Black Luster Ritual is there, and he's got a Mystical Space Typhoon as well. He started off with Komori Dragon. And to the end phase, so Pegasus will take his first turn. What does he have in response to Yugi's 1500 attack? Pegasus throws down a face down spell or trap and a defense. And Pegasus has gone to his end phase, so Yugi has just drawn Yami, which kind of benefits both players actually. Both players have monsters that will benefit from Yami. In fact, I think Pegasus might actually have a little bit more. Oh, there's Witch of the Black Forest, so Pegasus will be able to add a monster with 1500 or less defense from the deck. That does include Flying Elephant as well. Oh, he's gone with Toon Summon Skull. That's interesting. Now, Yugi does have Mystical Space Typhoon. He's got Magic Jammer there as well. But he's just set down Mystical Space Typhoon. He might be anticipating Toon World to get played here. Otherwise, Pegasus would usually draw the Flying Elephant. So the fact that he's drawn Toon Summon Skull might mean that Pegasus has Toon World ready. Because you can special summon Toon Summon Skull quite easily. Now, Toon World has been played. Yugi has just played Mystical Space Typhoon, so he saved his Magic Jammer. He would have had to have thrown either Gaia or Black Luster Ritual. Two pretty useful cards. There goes Toon World, and Pegasus now will lose access to his Toon monsters for this match. Pegasus has played Mystic Tomato instead. It's only 1400. He's played it in attack mode. Did he see it as dark and thought that maybe Yami was going, or maybe he just wants to antagonize Yugi to definitely attack it? Well, Yugi does. 100 points off Pegasus, so a dark monster with 1500 or less Pegasus can call from his deck. Pegasus has chosen Sangan. And Yugi's gone straight in for the attack with Griffle. Sangan did get a 200 point boost. I wonder if Yugi overlooked that. Sangan is a fiend, so we got 200 points extra from Yami there. Sonic Bird has been added to Pegasus's hand, although from another perspective, if Yugi leaves Sangan on the field, Pegasus could tribute it if he hasn't something else in his hand, like an Illusionist Faceless Mage or a Parrot Dragon, or something like that, and then things could become a little bit worse. However, Pegasus just went with a defense, so keeping Pegasus with no monsters on the field was what Yugi went for there. It's Toon Alligator, it's 1600, although Yugi could have called Gaia if he wanted to. However, Pegasus, when Sangan was destroyed, I missed what card he pulled with Sangan. It was Relinquished, wasn't it, that he pulled? I did miss it. Well, there's Black Illusion Ritual from Sonic Bird. Turn change. It may have been a good thing that Yugi didn't put Gaia down, because Pegasus now is Sonic Bird. He's just pulled Black Illusion Ritual. Sangan was destroyed. I'm sure that pulled Relinquished. I just glanced at it for a second and seen the blue outline on the card. I mean, I could be wrong, but oh no, there's a tribute of Toon Alligator for Oh, Parrot Dragon. Okay, Pegasus may have had that lurking in his hand. Tough one to call. They're both still pretty even on life points. There's Mirror Force, which is going to destroy Parrot Dragon. Yugi's Komori Dragon is hanging on there for dear life. Oh, 7 Tools of the Bandit. Great card. Pegasus has blocked Mirror Force. It's always good to see Mirror Force get blocked. But it's looking pretty good for Pegasus here. There goes Komori Dragon. Maybe it wasn't relinquished. And he pulled. There's Multiply, and now Yugi in trouble. He's got nothing to defend himself here. And Pegasus with a 2000 attack point and Parrot Dragon. So no need to rush here for Pegasus. There's Red Archery Girl. So 14 and 2000 would be 3400 altogether. It's going to leave Yugi with 4000, and now Pegasus is in lead on life points. He's in lead in monsters, and Yugi's 2 face downs can't really do much to help him here. There's the 13th Grave, added in to take the place of Zombie Warrior, because Zombie Warrior is a ridiculous fusion. Yugi, oh, he's gone with Mystic Box. He would have loved to have drawn his Karibo there and been able to use Multiply. But Parrot Dragon will be destroyed here, but this does mean that Pegasus will take control of the 13th Grave, but the 2000 attacker is off the field. But Yugi needs a miracle from here. So what does Pegasus have on this turn? Oh, Monster Reborn. Yugi does still have Magic Jammer. He's going to have to use it, otherwise he's going to lose. Alright, throws Gaia the Fierce Knight. That's a good decision as well, because if Yugi draws Monster Reborn, he can bring Gaia back. But it hasn't been a good match for Yugi in this one. Pegasus really got the jump on him early. Dream Clown, so 12, 24, 3800 altogether. It will leave Yugi with 200 life points if all these attacks hit, which they can. Yugi can't block them, so the 13th Grave, and now Dream Clown. And when that's changed from attack position to defense position, destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. So Yugi is going to have to target that if he gets anything here, and he does not. It is Shard of Greed. Would have been helpful earlier, but not at this stage. Well, Pegasus will pick up this first match, and he's going to go up 1-0. All advantageous, that first game. Really want to put the pressure on the opponent, as Yugi will have to win 2 games in a row if he wants to pick up a season point. Bonus point now in Pegasus's sights if he can win 2 more. So we'll swap around the perspective. Pegasus's hand will be viewed for the viewer's perspective in this one. And what matches are coming up, as that's all getting done in the lobby. Tristan and Bakura to come, Mokuba and Don Zalug, and the Big Five will take on Bastion, and that will close out round 2. For the moment on the table, Zane, Rebecca, Keith, Ishizu, Alexis, Cyrus, Axel and Kaiba make up our top 8. Still a long way to go in the season. So, alrighty. So, but from Pegasus's perspective this time, and he started off with Manju of the 10,000 Hands. This will allow him to pull either his Relinquish or his Black Illusion Ritual. He's gone with Black Illusion Ritual. Oh, he's got Sangan there as well. Good decision to pull Black Illusion Ritual then, because you can use Sangan to get Relinquished out. There's Toon World from the Toon Table of Contents. This is actually a really good starting hand for Pegasus. He's got Toon World, there's Blue Eyes Toon Dragon there, Sangan's there, Manju's effects been used, so that's how Black Illusion Ritual has come. There's Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, and Horn of the Unicorn. 700 point buffer does return to the top of the deck when it's destroyed though, so little bit of a double-edged sword effect. But Manju is destroyed. Yugi with a 2100 straight out the bat, although Sangan available, and when that's destroyed, Yugi could be getting that Winged Dragon absorbed by Relinquished. There's Jigen Bakudan, which is actually a really good draw for Pegasus. Because Relinquished is only a 1-star monster, you can tribute Jigen Bakudan. I'm actually surprised that Relinquish is only a 1-star, given its effect. Like, it can become insanely powerful. You need to tribute, pretty much, you can tribute anything with Black Illusion Ritual to get it to the field. Sangan destroyed by Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Silver Fang is also on the field now as well, and there is Relinquished. And Pegasus will be able to summon this on his next turn, so Yugi may be in a bit of trouble here. The 2 classic Yugi monsters in Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, and Silver Fang. Alright, there's Parrot Dragon. Black Illusion Ritual has just been played from Pegasus, and Jigen Bakudan has been selected. Relinquish will come to the field. It does have a little animation upon summoning, but Relinquished effect, he'll be able to absorb one of Yugi's monsters, and I mean, you got to go for the Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress here. It will destroy Horn of the Unicorn too, so that's going to go back to the top of Yugi's deck. Pegasus yet to summon, but no need. Attack away with Relinquish, it will destroy Silver Fang. Yugi's flipped up Mask of Weakness. It's a shared card along all the players in the tournament. So Relinquished will lose 700 attack points. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress will take the hit. Pegasus goes into main phase 2. He didn't actually summon anything, so he's going to be able to tribute Relinquished and get Parrot Dragon to the field. And Silver Fang's only 1200, so that's only going to be 1900 altogether. So, because we know what Yugi's going to draw here. It's going to be that Horn of the Unicorn. Silver Fang to defense mode. And a face down spell or trap from Yugi, make that 2. Pegasus does have Toon World. He draws Manga Ryuran. He's got Ryuran Original in his hand as well. It's not as good of a hand for Pegasus now. He does still have Toon World. If he does summon another monster, he can play Toon World, then he can special summon his Blue Eyes Toon Dragon if he so desires as well. Yugi now 3 cards in hand and has just ended his turn, so Yugi appears to have run out of monsters. There's Dark Eyes Illusionist. Pegasus plays that to defense mode. He can play Blue Eyes Toon Dragon now if he wants to. And he's just thrown down Toon World. 1000 life points to play it. And there we go, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. So 3000 attack points. So Pegasus is sacrificing the ability to attack Yugi now. If anything, Pegasus should have used his battle phase to attack, then use main phase 2, but either way, Yugi in trouble here. Yugi has just thrown down a defense. Now Blue Eyes Toon Dragon can attack directly. Yugi won't have any Toon monsters on his field. There's Monster Reborn from Pegasus. He can bring back Parrot Dragon. He can bring back Relinquished as well if he wants to. No, holding Monster Reborn. Which also isn't a bad idea. If anything happens, Pegasus can use Monster Reborn to bring back Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, or something else of his choosing if he needs to. There's another face down from Yugi, who's got a face down defense, but it's not doing him any good here. There's Dark Rabbit. And Thunder of Ruler, so Yugi is going to force a battle phase skip for Pegasus. To the end phase. You just feel like Pegasus has control of this one. Yugi again has gone to his end phase. Not sure what he has in his hand here, but unless he's getting ready to to play some sort of strategy if he's got something in his hand. Pegasus has just played Monster Reborn. And has also just selected Relinquished. So the animation will play again here. So Relinquish has come back. That can absorb face-down monsters. It won't give Relinquished any benefit boost though. It'll just allow him to have a shield, but he'll be at 0, 0 and 0 still. But it will steal Yugi's defense, which is Karibo. Wow. Oh, and here we go. Now Pegasus in for a tribute here. Used Relinquished to get rid of Yugi's defense. Manga Ryuran can't attack the turn it's summoned, but now with regular Ryuran, Yugi's entire stack of life points now at risk. That was actually a good play from Pegasus. A really good play. Didn't need Parrot Dragon to attack in that other battle phase. Unless Yugi can block here, he is done. 2-0 to Pegasus. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Pegasus to play this strongly. But overall, Yugi's deck from Duelist Kingdom, if you put it in real world, it's actually not that good. It's just that Yugi had all the all the protagonist anime BS in his favour. As Unibird will be card of the match on this one. Rock, paper, scissors goes in favour of Pegasus. He is playing for a bonus point now, Pegasus. Yugi wants to block that for Pegasus, but Yugi has already lost the season point here. Blackland Fire Dragon, Sangan, Rush Recklessly, Swords of Revealing Light as well, and Monster Reborn. That's actually a decent starting hand for Yugi. Ancient Telescope, so Pegasus's mind-reading abilities going to come into to play here. See the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, return the cards to the deck in the same order. So Pegasus will know what's coming here. There's Brain Control by Yugi. Or drawn by Yugi, I should say. Blackland Fire Dragon, Sangan. What do you go for here? Blackland Fire Dragon is summoned. Now, if Pegasus does have a defense on the field, Rush Recklessly is available. It is Dark Rabbit at 1500 defense. Yugi can play Rush Recklessly if he wants to, and does. So that'll be 700 more for Blackland Fire Dragon. Relinquishing all of the defense that Pegasus have, or had, as Dark Rabbit is destroyed. So Pegasus's field is empty. He's got 3 cards in hand. Pegasus throws down a face-down spell or trap. Oh, into his end phase. Pegasus's deck is very prone to bricking, same as Yugi's to be honest. He's just drawn the Black Magic Ritual. Be nice to see one of his rituals come to the field, as he played Blackluster Soldier against Mai, and then he played Magician of Black Chaos against Pegasus. Not a single ritual monster was played, all up until those 2 matches. Until that time, the anime just suddenly introduced ritual summoning. Shard of Greed played from Pegasus, and still no monsters. This is not good for Pegasus. There's Multiplier for Yugi. Does have Monster Reborn, but he's elected still not to. I think the only thing he could bring back here would be Dark Rabbit. Not really worth it. Yugi's still got Swords of Revealing Light there as well. If he gets in any trouble, there's Brain Control is available there as well. Turn change to Pegasus. He would know what's coming as well. Oh, and finally Pegasus gets something defensive down. Whether or not it can stand up to the Blackland Fire Dragon, we will see. Yugi draws Mystic Box. Now, he's decided to hold that as well. He's getting very little resistance here. Pegasus, it is Millennium Eyes Illusionist that is destroyed, and Pegasus is in all sorts of trouble. Sangan in for an attack, that'll do another 1000 to Pegasus, who is now down to 2000 life points, and his bonus point is slipping away very, very quickly. Yugi's life points remain undamaged, And he has got a lot in his hand to counterattack with. Shard of Greed activated by Pegasus. And this is pretty much his last stand here. What does he have? He's got a face-down defense. Tell you what, it's a sad way for Pegasus to end this match. Hey, there's Kuribo. Yugi does have Multiply as well. Oh, and he can't resist it. He's thrown down Kuribo. So Multiply will sacrifice, said Kuribo, and put 3 Kuribo tokens down. We don't get to see that played very often. Kuribo and Multiply, which Yugi did use against Pegasus in the anime. He used it to blind Millennium Eyes with Strict. It's which of the Black Forest that was destroyed? I don't think Pegasus's face-down cards are doing anything here. If Yugi played Monster Reborn for Dark Rabbit, he may have been able to win the match on this turn. Either way, Yugi didn't know what that face-down was, but Pegasus has pulled the Flying Elephant, so that's an 1850. Pegasus escapes one there, but what does he have in response here? What can he conjure up? Doesn't really matter what he plays. Mystic Box available, Monster Reborn, Brain Control. There's so much available for Yugi to counterattack with here. One Day of Peace played by Pegasus. And the Flying Elephant has come to the field. So Pegasus won't be able to do any life point damage, but he's played One Day of Peace, I guess, just to protect himself. And it was actually a good decision because Yugi just has so much here. There's Thunder of Ruler. Yugi has played Brain Control. Pegasus activates Gorgon's Eye, which isn't going to do anything. I mean, Pegasus's life points can't be damaged here. The One Day of Peace is still in effect. Did Yugi forget that, or did he mean to play Mystic Box? Or I don't know what happened there. That whole play did absolutely nothing. We saw Brain Control, Gorgon's Eye, all literally do nothing. Maybe Yugi's just playing here. Maybe he just wants to humiliate Pegasus a bit. There goes Sangan. And what will Yugi bring forth to his hand here? He's just got his army of usual monsters there. He's selected Celtic Guardian. Well, then again, if Yugi uses Mystic Box on Flying Elephant, he has to be careful. Because if Flying Elephant does life point damage, you will get an instant win. Oh, there's One Day of Peace for Yugi. There is Mystic Box. That won't destroy Flying Elephant though. It won't be destroyed once per turn. So if Flying Elephant does life point damage next, yeah, Pegasus will win. However, Yugi's got One Day of Peace. He's got Thunder of Ruler, he's got Swords of Revealing Light. All of that can block Flying Elephant from doing life point damage. Yugi playing dangerously here. I don't know if he's just trying to taunt Pegasus here or what, but there's One Day of Peace. Oh, Summon Skull has just been drawn. Yugi plays Monster Reborn and has selected Sangan. Pegasus now has 7 cards in his hand. So Sangan's been brought back. There's Swords of Revealing Light, which will further stop Flying Elephant from being able to attack next turn, even though Summon Skull can... I think Yugi's just playing around here. He's just like, you know what? Yeet. It's like he's just flipping a coin and being like, okay, I'll play that card. Even though it does nothing. There's Feral Imp. Yugi's also got Rude Kaiser, he's got Celtic Guardian, Thunder of Ruler is there, he's just played Thunder of Ruler. Got all these Kuribo tokens. Again, Yugi can't do any life point damage here because One Day of Peace is in effect. Almost 2 days of peace since they were played after one after the other. Flying Elephant's destroyed now anyway. So Pegasus can't attack. Thunder of Ruler is available. Yugi activates Thunder of Ruler, despite the fact that Pegasus can't attack. What is Yugi doing? There's Mystical Space Typhoon. So Thunder of Ruler's effect is actually beneficial now. There's offerings to the doomed. There goes Summon Skull. What is happening right now? Pegasus plays a face down spell or trap. Another face down spell or trap, and now Yugi there's a face down in Pegasus's. So that'd be Yami. That's what Field Spell Pegasus has. If he played that, that would have actually powered up the Karibo tokens and allowed Yugi to win on attack. There's Celtic Guardian. Pegasus either doesn't have any monsters or nothing that he can summon. Possibly Toons as well. Dragon Capture Jar is flipped up. This has been the most random match I think I've ever seen. Celtic Guardian attacks and wins after Yugi blew every card he had for counterattack and ended up with a pretty bad field. He has actually still won this match. Well, they do say you never know what's going to happen in this game, and that duel proves it. So it's 2-1 to Pegasus. He doesn't pick up a bonus point, but he does pick up the season point. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you all have a good weekend as well. Thanks for leaving all the comments over the week. I will endeavour to get back to them all in due time as well. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.